What if Goku was reborn with all his memories? Part 4.
You wake up, Boo! You wanna play with Boo?
Boo says, while looking at Goku with great curiosity. Haha, we're gonna play, Goku replies with a smile on his face.
Boo like to play? What game we play?
Majin Buu asks, while bouncing excitedly. Goku grins and takes his fighting stance. How about we play fighting? I heard you're really strong. Buu claps his hands.
Fighting! Boo like fighting, but you, small boy. You sure you want fight, Boo?
Yup, let's do it, Goku replies with a thumbs up. The Supreme Kai steps forward. Goku, this isn't a game, he says with panic in his voice. Don't worry, everything's under control, Goku replies, while winking at the Supreme Kai. Buu throws the first punch by stretching his arm beyond normal reach. Goku dodges it with a backflip and lands on a nearby rock.
Whee! You fast!
Buu giggles and launches himself like a pink missile at Goku. Goku disappears from sight and appears behind Buu. You're pretty quick yourself. He throws a light punch that Buu absorbs into his belly. The impact of the punch makes a boing sound. Buu's whole body jiggles like jelly.
That tickles!
Buu laughs. His body shape reverts back to normal, and he says,
Now Boo turn you into candy!
No, not the candy beam! Goku pretends to be worried. Both the Supreme Kai and Kibito immediately freak out, but Goku easily dodges the candy beam. Hey Buu, wanna see something cool? Goku asks Buu. Buu is intrigued. He nods. Goku powers up to Super Saiyan, and Buu's eyes widen in surprise.
Ooh, you glow like pretty light! Whoa!
Buu says. How about we make this more interesting? Goku says.
More interesting? How?
Buu asks. If you can hit me, I'll give you lots of candy. And if I also hit you, you have to promise to only fight me from now on, Goku declares.
Deal!
Buu shouts excitedly.
Boo gonna win all the candy!
Goku grins and turns to the Supreme Kai. Mr. Supreme Kai, could you please prepare a ridiculous amount of candy? Like enough to fill this entire wasteland? The Supreme Kai's jaw drops. You want me to what? Come on, I promised him candy if he hits me. And trust me, he's definitely gonna hit me at least once. But don't worry, I'll also hit him, Goku says with a wink.
This is absurd. Kibito is stunned. The most dangerous being in the universe, and you're making deals about candy with it?
Buu bounces up and down excitedly.
Boo want candy! Lots and lots of candy!
The Supreme Kai watches in complete surprise as Goku and Buu start their game. I don't understand, the Supreme Kai says. Millions of years of preparation for this threat, countless lives lost to keep Majin Buu sealed, and this kid just
made friends with him?
Kibito finishes. They watch as Buu stretches his body to try and catch Goku, who's clearly having the time of his life. The game of tag continues, until finally, Goku intentionally slows down just enough to let Buu land a hit.
Yay! Boo did it! Boo hit you! Now where candy?
Buu asks excitedly, but just then, Goku also hits him. I got you, Buu! Now you only fight me from now on, Goku says.
Okay, but candy?
Buu asks. Goku turns to the Supreme Kai. Well? The Supreme Kai sighs, raises his hands, and uses his divine magic materialization powers to manifest a big mountain of candy.
Candy!
Buu screams as he dives into the pile. See? Everything worked out fine, Goku says cheerfully to the Supreme Kai and Kibito. I need to sit down, the Supreme Kai says in a quiet voice.
Are you sure he'll remember the promise? This is Majin Buu we're talking about. What if he just blows up the planet tomorrow? Kibito says.
Hearing this, Goku turns to Buu, who's eating the candy, and asks, Buu, remember our promise? You can only fight with me from now on. Buu stops eating and does the OK pose with his hands.
Goku, allow me to ask you one question,
Supreme Kai asks. He's currently seated at a rock. Go ahead, Goku says.
Are you stronger than Majin Buu? He asks.
Good question. A proper fight with Majin Buu will be rough on this body, Goku says.
Would you lose?
Supreme Kai asks. Nah, I'd win, Goku replies.
That is reassuring.
The Supreme Kai finally smiles.
By the way, what should we do about Dabura, the Demon King? Kibito asks, while pointing to Dabura's unconscious body a few meters away.
He was just being controlled by Babidi. If we let him go, he won't cause any more trouble, Goku says.
I agree. Heal him, Kibito. We'll warn him and let him go,
Supreme Kai says.
Are you sure?
Kibito asks.
Yes, destabilizing the demon realm would do us no good after all,
Supreme Kai says. Kibito nods. He moves towards Dabura and then starts healing him. A soft glow shines from his hands as Dabura's wounds close. He opens his eyes and blinks in confusion.
What happened?
He says out loud, while recalling the moment where Goku one-shotted him. He looks around and sees Buu eating candy.
Majin Buu?
Dabura is stunned.
That's right. Majin Buu has been resurrected, Kibito says. What the hell is going on? Where is Babidi?
Dabura asks. Explain what happened to him, Kibito, Supreme Kai says. Meanwhile, back at the 21st World Martial Arts Tournament. Okay, folks, since Shin and Goku left all of a sudden, we'll skip the semi-finals and move straight to the finals between Krillin and Nam. The announcer shouts into his microphone. Nam bows to Krillin.
Let us give them a good fight.
Yeah!
Krillin says and braces himself.
Begin!
The announcer yells. Nam attacks first with quick punches. Krillin ducks under one, jumps over another, but the third catches him in the chest. He steps backward but recovers quickly. They fight hard. The crowd was confused and mad because Goku and Shin left out of the blue. But as the fight between Krillin and Nam heats up, they also start cheering. Go Krillin! Bulma shouts. Both Krillin and Nam jump toward each other. They trade blows in the center of the ring. Krillin lands a solid hit on Nam's stomach, but Nam counters with an elbow to Krillin's shoulder. Both fighters maintain some distance to catch their breaths.
Feeling thirsty right now,
Nam says to himself, and the thought immediately reminds him of the reason he came to the tournament. It was to make enough money to buy water for his village. Recalling this, Nam feels a little desperate.
Time to end this,
he shouts and jumps into the air. Watch out, Krillin! That's the move that took me out! Yamcha yells from the stands.
Cross-arm dive!
He shouts as he comes down with his arms crossed. Krillin panics for a moment but recomposes himself. At the last second, he rolls to the side and jumps into his stance. Nam's attack results in a crater in the ring, but Nam doesn't waste any time. He sprints back up from the crater and tries to catch Krillin with a sweep kick. Krillin rolls again and tries to charge up the Kamehameha while creating some distance between the two of them. Kamehameha! Nam immediately charges forward to stop him. Ha! The blue beam shoots out, but as expected, it's severely weaker because unlike the previous fight, he doesn't have Goku's ki to help him out.
As expected, Goku was the one behind that previous Kamehameha,
Master Roshi says to himself while watching from the sidelines. Nam dodges the weak Kamehameha and charges straight at Krillin.
This is my chance,
Nam thinks to himself as he launches another series of quick strikes. Krillin blocks most of them, but takes a hard hit to his side. He stumbles but maintains his balance. Why are his attacks getting more desperate? Krillin thinks, while catching his breath. Nam jumps high into the air, again, and prepares for another cross-arm dive. The crowd watches while gulping, as Nam descends with insane speed, while keeping his arms crossed. He's going to hit Krillin with everything he's got. Krillin breathes a little and takes his stance. All right, bring it on! And then, just as Nam is about to hit Krillin, he sidesteps and catches Nam's arm. He doesn't stop there. He uses Nam's own momentum to throw him toward the edge of the ring. That's it. Nam was going to fall out, but he slams his toes into the ground to stop himself from falling out of bounds. He stops at the exact edge of the ring.
I'm not done yet,
Nam says, but Krillin is already right in front of his face. Boop, Krillin says, as he pokes Nam's head. Nam loses his balance and falls off the ring. Ring out! And with that, we finally have the winner of the 21st World Martial Arts Tournament. It is Krillin! The announcer declares. Everyone cheers. Krillin steps down and extends his hand.
That was a great fight!
Nam grabs Krillin's hand and gets up. The intensity on his face is cleared up, and now there is a light smile.
Congratulations, young boy. You are strong,
Nam says. Later, Nam is packing his stuff when Master Roshi walks up to him.
Going home already?
Master Roshi asks.
Ah, yes. I don't have time to waste,
Nam replies. As he says this, Nam thinks to himself,
I'm sorry, villagers. I couldn't meet your expectations. I won't be able to bring back any water.
Master Roshi calls out to him again.
Hey, Nam, take this with you,
and throws a capsule. Nam looks at the capsule.
This is a capsule, but why?
There's nothing inside,
Master Roshi replies. Nam looks confused, and so Master Roshi states,
if you fill it up with water, you'll be able to take home as much as you want.
Nam is taken aback.
How did you know about that? He asks.
Well, I'm Mutin Roshi after all. Looking into people's hearts is like child's play to me,
Master Roshi replies. Nam smiles.
Ah, yes, I thought as much. You're Muten Roshi-sama after all. Thank you, sir. I'm honored, but unfortunately I must return this capsule to you. As embarrassing as this is, I do not possess the money needed to buy enough water to fill this.
Ho ho ho! Master Roshi laughs gently and points out to a well. He continues.
Around these parts, water is so abundant that people are allowed to take it as they please, for free.
What?
Nam is left stunned. He does the thank you pose. Later in the evening, the gang is at a fancy restaurant, ready to spend Krillin's 500,000 zenny prize money. To Krillin, our tournament champion! Bulma raises her glass of juice. To Krillin! Everyone cheers. There's already a lot of food at the table.
Man, I can't believe I actually won!
Krillin says, while rubbing the back of his head.
You earned it, kid,
Master Roshi nods.
Though I must say, that last move with the forehead poke was particularly slick.
Everyone laughs. Your fight in the corner finals was brutal, though. For a moment, I didn't know what was going to happen, Bulma says.
Yeah, the one with Karavik, huh? That was insane,
Yamcha adds.
You can say that again. For a moment, I thought I was done for. He was hitting me so hard I could barely stay conscious,
Krillin says.
I was more surprised by how you managed to use the Kamehameha, especially one of that level,
Master Roshi says.
Yeah, that was random, Krillin says. I just suddenly had the energy to pull it off. What do you think, Master Roshi? I bet Goku had something to do with it.
Goku, huh? Master Roshi thinks to himself, as he recalls Krillin's first Kamehameha in his mind. Speaking of Goku, where is he? I can't believe he straight up ditched the tournament and went with those weird-looking guys, Bulma says.
Well, wherever he is, I bet he's all right,
Krillin replies. Now, going about 3 hours back in time, Goku, Supreme Kai, and Kibito are at the sacred world of the Kais, along with Majin Buu.
Dabura went back to the demon realm on Babidi's ship. Are we certain it was wise to let him go so easily? He is the Demon King after all,
Kibito asks. Yes, Dabura may be evil, but he is still the king of the demons. Now that he's freed from Babidi's control, he likely realized how he was being manipulated. For now, we'll observe. Without a ruler, the demon realm could fall into chaos, which would affect our universe, Supreme Kai replies. Anyways, forget about Dabura for now and bring me the Z-Sword. Goku enters the conversation.
Oh right, that's why you came here with us,
Kibito replies. They go to the hill where the Z-Sword is embedded in a stone. Goku tries and tries, but he can't pull it out. Whoa, as expected, this is not going to be easy with this body, Goku says.
Of course, this is the legendary Z-Sword after all,
Kibito says. Okay, give me a moment, Goku says. He steps back and goes Super Saiyan. He then goes Super Saiyan 2. I think Super Saiyan 2 may not be enough with this body. Let's take it even further beyond, Goku says, as he transforms into Super Saiyan 3. He then proceeds to take out the Z-Sword, which stuns both Kibito and the Supreme Kai. "Alright, now we're gonna have to break it," Goku says.
Break it? What are you talking about? That sword won't ever break.
Kibito replies.
Wanna test it?
Goku says. Sure, why not? Let's test it against Kachin, the strongest metal in the universe, the Supreme Kai says.
That's exactly what I wanted to hear,
Goku replies, while the Supreme Kai materializes Kachin. Majin Buu was also at the scene, watching curiously.
Buu, are you ready for another game?
Goku asks.
Buu always ready,
he replies.
Perfect. I want you to take this giant cube and throw it at me,
Goku says. Buu gives him a thumbs up, and the two of them stand in position. Buu throws the cube at Goku, and Goku swings the Z-Sword. As expected, the Z-Sword breaks, which leaves the Supreme Kai and Kibito completely stunned. That's impossible.
It's the Z-Sword, the most powerful sword ever.
Both the Supreme Kai and Kibito speak at once. They freak out. However, suddenly, someone appears behind them. It's the Old Kai. The Old Kai introduces himself as the Supreme Kai from 15 generations back, and while the Supreme Kai and Kibito are kind of taken aback, they come to terms with it when he explains that he was sealed in the sword by Beerus, the god of destruction. Goku steps up and asks, "Old Kai, can you split Majin Buu?"
"Split Majin Buu? What do you mean by that?"
Old Kai asks. "Yeah, what do you mean, Goku?" The Supreme Kai Shin also asks.
"I'm sure you already know this, Supreme Kai. Majin Buu's not the original Buu. Now, I'm not too sure about what happened in the past, but I can say this. Someone else is inside Majin Buu,"
Goku states. "The Grand Supreme Kai? Maybe the South Supreme Kai as well?" Shin wonders. Goku looks straight at him and replies,
"I don't know, but most likely yes."
"I see. Yes, the Grand Supreme Kai was absorbed by Goku, and that's when Buu became fat. Are you implying that the Grand Supreme Kai is still alive within Majin Buu?" Shin asks.
"As I said, I don't know. All I want is to split the evil nature of Majin Buu from his good nature,"
Goku says.
"I understand, but I'm afraid you're going to need something more than my powers to do that,"
Old Kai adds. "Wait, if the Grand Supreme Kai is alive, shouldn't we be thinking about getting him out first?" Shin interrupts.
"Yeah, but I don't want to change our good old innocent Buu. If you take out that Supreme Kai, there won't be any good Buu left,"
Goku says. "Are you being serious right now?" Shin asks. He's pissed off at Goku's nonchalant attitude.
"Yes, I am being serious right now. If we can just destroy Buu's evil nature, both Buu and the Grand Supreme Kai can continue chilling in that big fat body,"
Goku replies. "No, if the Grand Supreme Kai is alive, we should get him out and destroy whatever Buu becomes. I don't understand why anyone would suggest anything else," Shin declares.
"Exactly,"
Kibito adds.
Now, I don't think Goku is in the wrong either,"
Old Kai says, and then turns toward Goku. He asks,
"But first, let me ask you a question, Goku. Who are you? How do you know so much about everything?"
"It's kind of weird to say it out loud, but let's just say that I was reborn with all my memories,"
Goku replies.
"Reborn with all your memories?"
Kibito says. He's shaken. Supreme Kai and Old Kai are also visibly surprised.
"Basically, I was reborn as a baby, but with all my memories,"
Goku says, while rubbing the back of his head. "If that's true, then that means you already know all that's going to happen," Shin asks.
"Yeah, kind of, but things are different now. In my previous life, it would have taken Babidi another 2 decades or so to revive Majin Buu,"
Goku replies.
"I see. But doesn't that mean your existence has now disrupted the flow of things? Things are no longer happening the way they're supposed to,"
Kibito says. Goku scratches his head.
I guess you can say that."
"Listen, Goku. I don't think the fault is with you, but Kibito has a point. Now that your actions have disrupted the flow of things, we're in a parallel universe," Shin says.
"Come on, you're overreacting. I told Wiz the same thing and he was chill about it,"
Goku replies. "Wiz? You mean the angel attendant to Lord Beerus?" Shin asks.
"Yup, who else?"
Goku says. Hearing this,
The Supreme Kai, Kibito, and the Old Kai just look at each other in silence with blank expressions on their faces. This lasts 10 whole seconds before Goku breaks the silence. Whatever. I'll ask Shinron to split Majin Buu into good and evil. You guys can overthink all you want, Goku says nonchalantly. He's not rude, just straightforward. Wait, Shin says, but Goku's already got his hand on Buu's shoulder. Let's go, Buu, Goku says. Yippee! Buu replies. Whip! And they vanish with instant transmission.
Did he just leave in the middle of the conversation?
Kibito asks.
Yes, Old Kai sighs. He did.
The scene cuts to the restaurant. And then I said to Nam, boop, Krillin says while demonstrating his winning move. Everyone laughs because Krillin is fun as hell. Though as he's doing this demonstration, Goku appears with instant transmission right next to their table. Majin Buu is with him. Yo! Goku smiles and waves. His sudden appearance freaks everyone out, especially Bulma. You need to stop doing that, she says while smacking Goku. Goku then introduces Majin Buu as his big pink friend named Buu. Nobody has any idea about the Majin Buu lore, so all of them just get super friendly with him. Yamcha pokes his belly 10 times at least. After the introduction, Goku learns that Krillin won the tournament and gets super excited. He wants to hear all about the final fight. He's hungry though, and so is Buu. The gang ends up ordering more food and sweets. They eat, they talk, they eat, and they eat a lot. When the bill comes, it's over 9 million zeni. Bruh, Krillin says. He goes pale, because he only has 500,000 zeni from the prize money. Bulma sighs and offers to pay it instead. Meanwhile, on Planet Goku, formerly Planet Vegeta, things aren't going so well.
Another squad left without permission,
a Saiyan guard says, after walking into the throne room.
Where to this time?
King Vegeta asks. The Rigel system, sir.
Now that Frieza is no more and you are not the king, many Saiyans have started conquering planets for personal sense of conquest,
the guard states.
Do they not recall how our king told us to change our ways?
King Vegeta asks. The throne seat is empty. He is no longer the king, but for now, he is the de facto leader who sits next to the throne seat.
Old habits die hard, it appears,
Bardock says, while entering the throne room.
It has been over 4 months since our king, Son Goku, defeated Frieza and told us to change our ways, and yet nothing has changed. We used to kill and conquest for the Frieza Force. Now we're doing it for ourselves, King Vegeta states.
I'm surprised at how you didn't try to retake the throne after Son Goku left, Bardock says.
You're one to talk, Bardock, King Vegeta says.
Huh? A question mark appears over King Vegeta's head.
Son Goku is Kakarot, isn't he?
King Vegeta says. What? How did you know? Bardock asks.
I mean, he looks exactly like you, King Vegeta says.
Yeah, that's right. Goku is Kakarot, but he's a Saiyan who was raised on Earth. Claiming glory by announcing him as my son would be kind of pathetic, Bardock says.
I see, King Vegeta says.
What about you? Why did you not try to retake the throne? This is unlike you, Vegeta, Bardock asks.
Back then, right before he defeated Frieza, Son Goku transformed into something far beyond even the legendary Super Saiyan,
King Vegeta says. Something far beyond even the legendary Super Saiyan? You mean that red hair transformation wasn't just another shade of Super Saiyan? Bardock asks.
No, it was the Super Saiyan God, a legend among legends. It would be foolish of me to go against the Saiyan God. I no longer seek any glory. The rest of my life will be spent serving Son Goku,
King Vegeta declares. Suddenly, another Saiyan guard enters, but this one in a panic. King Cold's fleet is moving. 300 ships spotted near Gamma Sector.
I see. As expected. It was only a matter of time before he made a move, King Vegeta says.
How long until they reach Planet Goku? Bardock asks. Approximately 1 year, the guard says. They're gathering forces from across the galaxy first. King Vegeta turns to his advisor, who's standing right next to him and asks,
How many competent warriors do we have right now?
Not even 900. Many of our strongest fighters have gone rogue. They've also stated that they won't answer any call, except from King Goku himself.
Less than 900 against King Cold and the rest of the Frieza Force? We won't even last an entire minute, Bardock says. There's still time. We'll use the coming year to rebuild the Saiyan Force. But this will be an all-out war. Cold won't stop until all of us and our planet have been destroyed. We need to contact our king, Son Goku,
King Vegeta declares. But how? The guard asks. We have no way to communicate with His Majesty. I'll handle it, Bardock says. At the same time, young Vegeta is training with Raditz on one of Planet Goku's moons. Suddenly, their scouters start beeping with an urgent message. Alert to all warriors. King Cold's fleet approaching. Estimated time of arrival 1 year. Return to Planet Goku immediately.
King Cold, huh?
Raditz says.
I bet he's even stronger than Frieza,
Vegeta adds.
We all saw that Goku guy one-shot Frieza. There's no way King Cold is a threat at this point. Goku's a Super Saiyan after all,
Raditz says with a grin on his face.
No, he's not just a Super Saiyan,
Vegeta replies.
What? You mean that red-haired form of his was beyond Super Saiyan?
Raditz asks. Vegeta clenches his fists.
Yes, that kid. He was younger than me but transformed into something called a Super Saiyan God. Super Saiyan God?
Raditz is stunned.
It is a level beyond even our comprehension. Just thinking about the idea that there's a Saiyan so strong is enough to give me a headache,
Vegeta says.
I don't understand. Where did that guy even come from?
Raditz pauses and continues.
Well, if he does take down King Cold, we'll become the superpower of the universe. But I'll say this, I don't agree with how he wants us to abandon our ways. No, that's not enough,
Vegeta suddenly snaps.
Are we really going to start leaving everything to this mysterious king who showed up out of nowhere?
Vegeta. Raditz starts, but Vegeta cuts him off.
Shut up! Vegeta yells. Listen to me, Raditz. I swear on my pride as a Saiyan warrior, I'll become a Super Saiyan in less than a year. And when King Cold arrives...
Vegeta pauses for a moment, and then declares,
I'll be the one to destroy him!
His declaration sounds like a battle cry. Raditz grins. I'd expect nothing less. Fast forward 2 months later. It has finally been a year since the Dragon Balls were used to revive Planet Vegeta. Goku, Krillin, and Buu are on the hunt to gather all the Dragon Balls. They're currently looking for the 4-star Dragon Ball in a forest. Goku looks at the radar. The signal says it's here. Ah, this is gonna be tricky. These trees and bushes are denser than Buu's stomach.
Buu see nothing but green,
Buu says and burps. Wait, the signal shifted. It's now pointing at Buu, Goku says. He looks at Buu, and Buu pats his belly in confusion.
You ate that Dragon Ball, didn't you?
Krillin freaks out. And that's all for this chapter, guys. I'm sure you have plenty to say about everything that's happened, so feel free to go wild in the comments section. What are your theories on what might happen next? What do you think about what just happened in this chapter? Why is Goku speedrunning every major conflict? And will Vegeta become a Super Saiyan within a year? I can't wait to hear your thoughts and dive into your theories. And as always, if you'd like to see more, don't forget to subscribe to the Nimbus channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you all in the next video.